Hey everybody, and welcome to Get Fit with me and Michael. So today I am going to show you what I do for sweet treats because I cannot go cold turkey. I just can't. Like, I can try and avoid sugar, but if I don't make something to replace it, then I'm gonna relapse and eat anything that's sugary because I have such a sweet tooth. So what I do to make sure that doesn't happen is I make some healthy no-bake cookies, and I actually have this recipe also on my Becca Beach channel where I just explain what I do, you know, how to make this, but I'm gonna do it again on here because it's just so good, so helpful to avoid messing up your goals, right? So the first thing we have is a pan, because this is a no-bake cookie recipe, but it doesn't mean that it's no cook cookie. Our rolled oats, actually, that's gonna be, it's the first ingredient, but it's the last thing to go in. So I'm gonna put in the sweetener, which on this one, I'm actually using maple syrup. This is from Costco, and it's 3/4 cup of maple syrup. It's the good stuff. It's pure, organic maple syrup. So good. And then the next thing I have is 2/3 cup of peanut butter. You can use almond butter. It's not as peanut buttery, obviously, but it will work too. Any adjustments that you want to make to this are really, really easy, because as long as it holds together with coconut oil, that's really what solidifies this cookie, then you should be able to make any adjustments that you want. But this is actually a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. And when you put it in the freezer, and these cookies do need to stay in the freezer, but once you put them in the freezer, they stay in the freezer so that they don't melt, because they're a very soft cookie, but it's so nice just to pull them out of the freezer and like chomp on that hard. That's what I crave the most is chocolate crunch, like the crunch of the chocolate or the snap of the chocolate, you know? It's weird, but that's what I crave when I'm not eating sugar. And now I have 1/3 cup of cocoa. And then vanilla and salt. And that's it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it on a low heat. And then as it melts, I'm just stirring it together, and it's super easy. All right, I'm gonna add in the 1/2 teaspoon of salt right now. And then 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. So the reason why we're melting it together is it will make it just like a sauce that goes mixed in with the oats. But if you don't mix it together, then if you don't cook it while mixing it together, it's gonna be lumpy with all the coconut oil. This will just make it all one sauce. Almost there. It just needs a little bit more to warm up, but as you can see, it's all one sauce now mixed together, and all we have to do now is add the oats. It's all melted. Now I'm taking it off the heat, and I'm just mixing in all of the oats. So satisfying. And once they're all coated, then it's time to pull out a tablespoon measurement, because I actually have all of the macros counted on these cookies, which is super helpful if you're tracking your macros and trying to get healthy. And what I found is the most reasonable amount is 1 tablespoon, because it's not too giant and it's not too small. All ready. So I calculated it all, and it makes 29 tablespoon sized cookies, and the calories are 120 grams, carbs 14.5, fats 6.6, protein 2.6, and that's just for 1 cookie. Okay, Now we put it in the freezer, and all I have to do is wait, and that's the hardest part, because I want to eat it right now. Seriously though, by the time I make these cookies, I'm desperate for chocolate. Ta-da! Magic. Okay. Who ate? Oh my! Holy cow! Someone ate a cookie, and it definitely was not me. Oh look, cookies, they're all done. 20 minutes later, they're all frozen.
So now that they're frozen, separated, we can put them into a plastic bag and they're not all gonna get clumped together. That's the idea, right?
Yep.
Then we put it back in the freezer and we're done. That's it.
And what I like to do actually
cookies.
is bulk prep it. So I just double the batch and make a big, huge bag full of them so that anybody can have a snack anytime they want. We just leave them in the freezer at all times. We don't even bring them with us anywhere.
They don't last.
They don't last outside of the freezer, so that's good to know. If they weren't made with, actually they will last outside of the freezer, but they're super melty. So they just won't have the like crunchy chocolate no-bake cookie texture that you want if you're trying to get them to be like normal no-bake cookies. Anyways, they're all done.
Okay, so if you guys think this is a good idea, let us know in the comments below if you want to try it. And I hope you guys do. Let me know what you think. It's a very delicious taste. I'm excited to eat one right now myself. What's good? If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We got more healthy lifestyle tips and tricks videos coming very soon. See ya!